Previously, the girls went power mad.
I can't do this.
Well, you're going to have to. I'll just stampede all over their opinions.
We need to make sure Chris and Christopher are safe by putting up an asshole.
You're a fucking rude person.
I think she's one of the most vile women I've ever came across in my life.
It'll be fucking carnage with everything. She's absolutely fucking... I can't wait to fucking explode on everyone in this house.
Tonight, the boys plead their case.
I have a dream that a man could just be a man. You know what I mean?
I'm not a particularly happy person.
Do you feel like you affect everyone's experience here positively?
No.
And it's decision time.
I think he let himself down today. He moves from group to group and bitches about people.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I would disagree on this.
We can't see it. I will not be spoken over. I feel like I've made some sort of evil plan.
I'm outnumbered.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
I just feel so bad.
Don't worry about it.
I am slowly but surely winning, and she has no idea there's even anything going on.
Dear 26, 9:46 a.m. Today, girl power will come to an end. But before that happens, the girls will be given the power to save some of their male housemates from this week's public vote. And this decision is weighing on their minds.
Last night she said she wants to have a conversation with you to meet you, Danielle, in relation to decisions maybe made later.
It's unfair to Helen.
Me too.
It is unfair, but you know, I understand where she's coming from. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, I see everything. I do. You know what I mean? I was there and I was there. I get it. But we need to be clever about how we do that. Clever.
Is it?
What's up, Helen?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Ashley has come to talk to Big Brother.
I think my plan's coming together about making sure Ash doesn't come off the board. Last night I explained to you like what I was going to do, and that I was going to try and not really argue about it and stuff, especially with like Helen, because it's just really hard getting through to her. So like I took it like differently and tried to like make out that I knew that they were going to be fine, and like just talked about different people and spoke about things like far more people would be affected in the house if Stephen went than what Ash would went, which is true, because Ash kind of has his wee circle of friends while Stephen speaks to everyone. So I'm kind of just going to do that approach with everybody, and then Ash can eventually become 8th coming off the board, which is obviously not going to happen because one of them has to go. I am slowly but surely winning, and she has no idea there's even anything going on.
Would you feel guilty if you left?
Is it bad if I say no?
The boys are discussing how Kimberly is handling the power.
Not taking this test too well, Kimbo, is she?
She's taking it the worst.
Definitely.
What do you think it is that she's finding so difficult?
I felt like she looked really like Steve is going to be hard in it.
She's really logical, isn't she? So she'll be fighting a little battle with herself. Like, does she make a decision, like, not with her heart, but like, does she make a decision with her feelings, or does she make one with her brain?
Exactly.
She's super logical, and I don't think she expected to like form any emotional kinds of attachments in her.
Definitely didn't.
In the bedroom, the girls are having a meeting without Helen.
Hey.
Hi.
The thing is,
That way I see it about to save is someone that's redeeming themselves and is consistent, someone like Steve.
We need to see if people have an effect on everyone in the house. We can't see if Ash, just because he's very close to Helen. What does he do for me in the house? What does he do for you in the house? What does he do for you in the house? If I'm upset, I won't see Ash coming to me to help me out to see if I'm okay. You have to think, this is where it's going to get tough.
We need to know how many we've got to save.
And it's like, the 3 guys that came up in conversation between you 3 was Stephen, Marlon and Ash. The 3 guys we said was Chris, Christopher, Matthew.
Yeah.
So our first save, if we have to save one person, we've all agreed on Stephen.
Yeah.
Like, would it not be fair if we're to save a second person? Then maybe we should go for one of the guys that we agreed on.
That makes sense.
Do you know what I mean? And then the 3rd guy then
What do you
would be
think?
Marlon.
3rd guy.
And then the 4th guy would be then someone that one of the 3 guys we said again.
Yeah.
We're thinking Chris.
Yeah.
And the 3rd guy, Marlon.
Every other boy in this house I've had a conversation with after I'm upset, we're having a giggle, something. Ash is the only person I haven't ever.
Yeah.
And that's my reason, and that's what I'm sticking to. And I will say the same to Helen.
We're all in kind of agreement, so voice and numbers.
I think we've all made valid points. Does anyone have any? Alright,
Meeting
cool.
adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.
(1:22 p.m. Ahead of the girls' important decision later, Big Brother is about to give the boys one final chance to man up and impress. One by one, they will face the girls and plead their case to be saved. Stephen is up first.
If you want to stand over by the gold circle, please.
Thank you very much.
Coming in this house, I thought that I wouldn't like anybody at all. Man, female, male. I thought that people would piss me off, and I thought I'd be one of the more argumentative characters. I would say the last 4 weeks has probably been the biggest learning curve to find out things about me that I didn't know. On face value, I judge people when I see them and when they speak to me for the first couple of minutes. And in here, I've learned the one massive thing is that everybody's got a depth and everyone has a story. All I would ask you to do is consider the fact that I have never, ever argued with anybody in this house. And if anyone has tried to argue with me, I have walked away.
He is still talking.
He's like he's doing a business pitch presentation.
If I was to stay and given the opportunity to stay, I think I would grow even more and learn more about myself, which in terms of this experience and my life experience will probably be the best thing that could possibly have ever happened to me.
This whole experience has been a massive culture shock for me, and I've learned things about myself I never thought I really would. I always kind of thought of myself as being like really kind of open, sociable, can go out and talk to anybody, can make friends with anybody, but that's not really the case. I'm a lot more shy than I ever thought I was, and it takes me a while to open up to people.
I don't know why I have to justify myself to a bunch of ladies on why I should stay in this house.
We're gonna say a bunch of bitches.
So fucking sexist. It's a joke.
It is so sexist.
Like, it's gone to the point where I'm just getting uncomfortable.
Are you feeling uncomfortable about it?
Yeah, like your whole life you get judged, and then why should you get judged on?
I want to stay in the house because I've had the most incredible few weeks of my life. I came in here, I didn't want to learn anything new. Sorry for swearing. I didn't want to learn anything new about myself. I thought I had nothing to learn, nothing to gain. I was just going to come in here, be completely myself. The amount of things that I've learned in 3 weeks is unbelievable. Not just about me, but about other people that I would never ever mix with in a million years, and about the world as well. What the fuck?
All right.
3 weeks has been an amazing time, but I want to stay for longer.
What I've learned from being here is you can't judge a book from its cover. I mean, there's a lot of things and a lot of stuff that I've done, and I said that this week, especially doing certain tasks and being reminded and being shown back to myself, I kind of felt as if it was a bit out of line to a certain degree. I mean, it's quite... See, for me, this public speaking, I really don't like it. I really don't like it because I just don't feel like I'd like to be... Yeah. That's it, really.
Okay, thank you, Marlon. That's great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Above the tills in McDonald's.
Come and see it, dude.
McCann Ericsson.
How did it go?
Ogilvy and Matt.
Why he struggled a bit then is because he sat in front of 5 girls, and one of the problems he's had this week is trying to change his outlook on girls and how he perceives girls to be,
I
and
think
what
he hit it
girls.
on the head, really.
I think there was a lot more emotion in his. You could see the emotion where he was trying. He couldn't even look at it when he was in.
That's what I mean.
Coming up, Winston's on his soapbox.
I have a dream that a guy can walk in here and tear shit up. I have a dream that a man can just be a man.
And emotions run high.
It's rough, isn't it? These are kind of happy to hear.
One 1:44 p.m. For the past 40 minutes, the boys have been individually offering the girls pleas as to why they should be saved from this week's public vote.
Where's Winston gone?
Winston is readying himself in the loo.
Hello.
You alright? You done?
Give your introduction and then carry forward with your plea.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, some of you may call me the main man. Some of you may also call me the Don. Others may refer to me as the hunk of the house. However, I stand up in front of you ladies today as myself, Winston. I have a dream that a guy can walk in here and tear shit up. I have a dream that a man can stand up in front of 5 gorgeous girls and get saved. I have a dream that all men throughout the world can treat girls with 100% respect forevermore. I have a dream that a man can just be a man. Do you know what I mean?
Well done, Winston. Really well done.
Vote Winston.
So I do feel like throughout this process, to all of you at one point, or the majority of points, I've been a good friend to all of you. I think that despite the fact that I'm a bit grumpy, moan around all the time, make sarcastic comments, I think all of you have seen my sincere side, a side that is quite loyal, a side that is quite honest, caring, considerate.
Would you have any regrets being in this house so far?
Not really, to be honest. I don't. The only thing I do regret is the one comment I made about Helen's breasts, which wasn't a heat of the moment. It was something silly. It's not my character to normally say things personally, so that's the one thing I regret. Most other things in terms of confrontation or just, opinions, I don't. Really.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well done. Thank you.
Oh gosh, it's hard this. I feel like there's a lot of, there is a few negative thoughts towards me. I know, Danielle, you're bothered about the way I speak. Well, it's not what you used to. But that's just because coming in here, I've made really good friends, and that's how I just speak around my friends, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you, speaking about negativity and stuff, do you feel like you affect everyone's experience here positively, or?
No, people's negativity affects me, and it makes me negative, because I feel like negativity just breeds negativity kind of thing. When certain people are being negative, that makes you negative, and you can just feel it around the house, and that's what I hate. I want everybody to get on, you know what I mean?
Okay, well thank you very, very much. Best of luck.
Right, well I'm Chris. I am an actor, performer, and I am here for mainly personal reasons. I had a very difficult year last year. I'm not a particularly happy person anyway, and there were a couple of times last year where I pretty much didn't really care if I woke up, and it doesn't matter to me that I'm sad. Everyone gets sad. Everyone has bad things happen. But it was affecting how I saw myself, and I started to doubt a little bit that I knew how to trust people and whether my instincts were right with other people. And I don't really feel deserving of anything ever, and I don't think people are deserving of winning or staying or whatever, but I feel I'm slightly more connected now to those little parts of myself, and actually I'm pleasantly surprised that actually I think my instinct to trust is pretty accurate.
Thank you, Chris. Sorry, by the way. I didn't expect that. How you felt last year, do you think spending time with the people that you have been doing and in this environment, do you think it's helped and it's kind of closed a lid on maybe how you felt last year? Has it helped?
Yes, it has. It's actually made me realise that it's all right to still be in love with someone, basically. It's okay, and I'm happy and I'm happier for that, because I can still feel those feelings and not feel they're a bad thing. I don't want to hate someone.
Good. Thank you, Chris. That was great.
Okay.
And best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to have a bag now?
I've had about 7. This way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Oh my God. Well, I must admit, after watching that, I know we said we wouldn't go off what we've just seen, but I'm kind of backtracking a bit. Sorry.
We have to. Well, no, I agree, Helen. We can't. I can't ignore that kind of thing.
3:49 p.m. Kimberly is stressing about the importance of the decision the girls have to make.
Tonight we really need to be on it because this is a really important decision. It affects people in this house so much. This evening I will not be spoken over. If there's something I want to say, because it's such a serious thing, I will speak and I will raise my voice if need be. I have yet to do that in this house because I don't think it's necessary, I don't think it's appropriate. But when it comes down to being, serious, you have to.
As of 100%.
Helen is talking to Chris about what she just learned.
I'm so sorry I didn't hold it together.
No, it's fine. No,
and I
just,
had to, I just had to ask that question, and I just thought, oh my God, if he feels anything like that now, I'd just feel so terrible.
Yeah, no, funny enough, until you asked the question, I hadn't really acknowledged that like that. I do feel okay.
Good.
Yeah, I really do.
If you ever want to speak, Chris, I know it's like a typical cliche bullshit line to say, but I am a really good listener as well. I know I gob off a lot.
No, I know.
But I've got good ears as well.
No, I know. Thank you, sorry.
Don't worry, it's fine.
That's really nice of you.
I have a lot of bad qualities, but my good qualities are to be there for people. I like knowing that people can ring me 24 hours a day whenever they want something, even if it's a 10-minute chat or a fucking 10-hour chat, if it makes that person feel better. That's what I've needed. And sometimes I've wanted it from one particular person and they weren't there.
Yeah. It's rough, isn't it? These are kind of happy tears.
Why? Because you realise you're not the only one that's ever felt like that?
No, I know I'm not, but it's just, it's just when you speak to people who feel like that, it's really nice.
It is good too.
Yeah.
It is good too.
It is. I'm really grateful of that, thank you. You're the one person I want to make friends with the most in here, because I think we're so different. We've got very, very different sort of tempers and different ways of doing it.
Yeah, but sometimes like that makes a good friendship.
I know, I think you're absolutely right. That's why I feel convinced of all the people. I think you've been a challenge to me in the best way, because I'm constantly going, I see something there. But it's just like that kind of that's not an aggressive style, it's like two different types of people. It's like square peg round hole sort of thing. It's like I'm sort of become a little bit big-headed. Like I do want to make sure that we come out of here as friends.
We will do.
I hope so.
5:55 p.m. It's decision time. The girls are about to find out how many of their housemates they can save from this week's public vote.
This is Big Brother. Girls, today, Big Brother is giving you the power to save 3 of your male housemates. Whoever you choose to save will not face eviction. The remaining 5 housemates will face the public vote this week, and one of them will be evicted.
Okay, we'll start with little Chris.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he is a bigger character in the house than I think a lot of people realise, especially after today, seeing that he opened up to 5 girls that he's not exactly very close with. I personally think he should be definitely one of the 3.
It confirmed that he had that depth to him that I thought that he might have. So I would say I would have to agree with you on that.
I would disagree on this. For me, I feel that there's people on this table that have a stronger case to be saved.
What do you feel about Chris?
Definitely save, 100%.
Helen?
I really want him to stay. I really want to save him. I think he does deserve saving. But I also need to hear what everyone else says about a few other people that
of course.
I think have a stronger chance of leaving this place.
That's fair.
Right,
Thank you, Ashley.
We'll move to Marlon. I don't know. Like last night I actually was like, yeah, if we got 3, Marlon would be one of my 3 that I would have liked this saved. Today watching him, he was trying to open up but you could nearly see that he couldn't. And then when I heard about his reaction after, is that how he's going to react to everything that maybe frustrates him? I get frustrated all the time in here, but I don't like bash doors open and then possibly knock someone out on the other side. But still, I'm going, maybe just save him and just give him a chance.
I'm going to say save him. I think if he was up this week, I think he'd go.
I think he let himself down today by behaving the way he did when he left the room.
That's enough said until, so we've got a maybes here.
Yeah.
Right, Stephen.
I'd like to, well, everybody knows I'd like to say Stephen. Stephen and Ash are still my top 2.
I would definitely like to say Stephen.
I would like
I think he'd be absolutely really missed by everyone in the house if he left.
Yeah.
With a yes for Stephen then?
Yeah.
Everyone happy?
It's easy.
Right.
Winston.
I think he's a strong character and he keeps getting stronger by the day.
Do we know if this is a definite yes, no, or maybe at the moment? Or do we
I
need
think he's
more?
safe.
So no.
I wouldn't mind putting a no.
Go for it.
It was Christmas.
Right, Christopher.
He's a lovely guy. Do we know any other
I would like to
opinions
see
on? You want?
I just think he's
Any
great.
downsides?
And I know that at the start, even though when everyone was like, oh, he moves from group to group and bitches about people, I knew he was exactly like Mark because never once did
definitely.
he ever come to me about any of the other 14 housemates and say anything
No, that's
about
fair.
anybody.
He did to me, and he did to Toya.
Oh, really?
It's not enough for me to say I want him to not be safe.
Yeah.
I think he would throw most of us under the bus as well.
Alright.
He's just
Not
there.
Mark, yeah.
He's not going.
What?
There's
How
so
are we
much
doing
you can
this?
say,
Is this a definite no?
He's
or-
a no, yeah.
Everyone in agreement? I'd agree with that as well.
Alright. We'll go for Matthew because Ash I think is going to cause a bit of a...
I personally wouldn't put him in the safe pile.
I would nearly go no as well because I would much rather save
Yeah. one of
2
these.
out of these 3 boys that we've
Or
got here.
We haven't heard the last one yet
Well,
either
I
as
don't
well.
think we would change
So
really
what are we
that.
saying for this one? Are we?
Are we all gonna? Because we do have to. We can't just pick a pile because we feel like it. You have to all agree.
I think
does
he'll be
anyone
alright.
agree on no? With
I think
yours?
he'll be okay up against the public.
Okay, then
So
Pretty
no.
sure.
Definite?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Ash.
Wow. Helen?
He called Charlie a maggot and he beat himself up about it, and then when he saw it actually on a video, it really I think it really like fucked his head up basically. He was like, you don't understand. He went, I felt disgusting. I think he deserves the chance.
He was saved last week. He was saved the week before. I've still seen no more from
I don't
him.
think he would go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming up, Helen's feeling cornered.
It's not fucking rocket science, is it? I'm outnumbered.
And the results are revealed.
Girls, it's time for you to save. Which housemate do you want to save first?
(6:50 p.m). The girls have been discussing which 3 of their male housemates they should save for the past 55 minutes. While they decided to save Chris and Stephen, they've reached deadlock over Christopher, Marlon and Ash.
I do think Christmas is very safe due to his personality and the fact that he's friends with every single housemate. His only negativity is just being a bit of a clown. That's not going to go against him. Take him.
Discount.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to save Marlon.
Saving Marlon.
I'm saving Marlon.
Helen's with Ash. It's basically up to you.
It's up to you, Kim.
If one of these 2 was going to go on Friday,
yeah,
which one do you think
so
it
it was
would
just
be?
these 2 up for eviction?
Yeah.
Marlon.
Big time.
Marlon?
Yes,
Definitely.
100%.
I totally disagree.
Let's play devil's advocate here. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's potentially say we're going to save both of these. Who out of these 2 are we not going to save?
No, because I don't
Let's
understand.
assume with Helen what Helen's saying.
How are we choosing? Stephen was number 1 from the very, very start, right? So that's not even a question anymore. Chris completely took everybody away today, and everybody's like, oh, Stephen and Chris, Stephen and Chris. I don't know why we keep rewinding. We're focusing on these 2 people.
If we put in that no pile for the going of what we've got so far, I think little Chris again would be safe against characters like Matthew.
Yeah, so basically you've got a pile of strong characters with the person you want to go on Friday, which is Matthew.
They're not all strong characters.
Mark, Winston, Christmas and Chris.
I wouldn't say Christmas is necessarily even a strong character. I just think he's safe.
Yeah, exactly. So that's 4 safe people that we think against Matthew.
Yeah,
who
it's
is a good
between
friend of
Matthew.
us.
It's between Matthew and Ash.
Like, there's 3 people that have strongly said Marlon. Helen's went strongly for Ash. Kimberly, we're waiting on you.
If I had to pick between the 2 of them, I would pick Marlon, but I don't think it's fair to
I don't
just say
think it's
no.
fair
against
either.
Ash.
I don't know
I don't
Ash
think
that
it's
well. Like, I don't like this position. I can't wait till it's over. I don't like it.
Okay, just we can do this, you know.
If he goes up Friday and he's in that pile there, he's going to go up against Matthew. Matthew will go.
This is basically what we'll decide between these 2. If that's the case, I'm going for Marlon.
I'm saying Marlon.
Marlon.
It's not fucking rocket science, is it? I'm outnumbered.
(7:13 p.m). The boys are about to learn their fate.
Smile, Danielle.
My heart's pumping like no one's business. Oh no.
Don't worry about it, man.
Girls, it's time for you to save. Which housemate do you want to save first?
Stephen.
Can you give the reasons why you'd like to save Stephen?
We agreed that he was a big character in the house for everyone. No matter whether you're upset, having a laugh, he's always there, and I feel like today his speech was
really
touched your heart a
moving,
bit too, and I just think it meant a lot.
So sweet. I'm actually really touched by that.
Which housemate do you want to save next?
So miserable.
Marlon?
Me personally, today pretty much broke my heart. The way that Marlon was unable to fully tell how he was feeling and feel comfortable enough in front of 5 women to actually pour his heart out and never to be judged, for me was one of the most horrifying experiences I've seen in this house. I've spent a lot of time with Marlon. Marlon's been my shoulder for me a lot of the times in here. He's understood me, I think, first and foremost, before potentially anyone else. That's something that I can't sort of not save, really, if I'm being honest.
Good one, Marlon.
Well done. Well done, dude.
Well done. Oh, God. Just fucking shaking.
And which housemate do you want to give your last save to?
Chris, please.
His speech touched me a lot today. I think for someone to bounce back from feeling like shit, like what he did last year, he felt the way he did due to another individual kind of make him feel like that. I can relate to that a lot. And he's used to putting himself second best all of his life. I think it's nice that he's actually been put first for once in his life rather than just an afterthought.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. Girls, you have chosen to save Stephen, Marlon and Chris.
Yes.
However, this means that the housemates facing this week's public vote are Ash, Christopher, Mark, Matthew, and Winston. One of these housemates will be evicted. Girl power is now over.
Yes!
Thank
God.
Thank God!
Yay.
Well done.
Sorry for you, man.
Yeah. Don't want to buy it. Well done, that kid. It's well done, that kid.
You ain't going nowhere.
Me or you? Top for you.
It's definitely me or you, Ash.
I
think it's me or you, but... Sorry, not to put you on a downer. Hey, you alright?
Christopher, stop.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's fine. We saw it all on the screen.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, we've seen it all.
Okay.
Guys.
Christopher, stop.
Come on.
Why the fucking hell is someone clapping that?
Weak, gentlemen. That was weak.
Well done, girl.
Oh my
We can't feel like the only thing that
Come here, you slides. Give me a hug.
Sorry,
Give me a
yes.
hug.
Just remember what I told you in the finishing school, okay? Just congratulations.
Go and take some time. We'll go and see Ash, whatever you feel like you need to do, alright?
You're alright.
Ash. Okay.
Would you lighten up? There's glum face on camera. So you're sitting there like that.
Horrible. I was shaking and everything was there.
You look really nice on camera. Don't be stupid. You look gorgeous.
Don't worry about it.
You look pretty.
Horrible. Charlie, you okay?
So they did show it here?
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah, we saw it. Not everything, obviously.
The diary room?
But just...
Just the diary room. Like whenever you guys sat down.
Just the diary room, didn't it show you the
Just
discussion?
the diary room. No discussion. Just whatever you said in the diary room is what we saw.
They showed you the wrong fucking thing then, didn't they?
I'm alright. I just can't look at Ash's face. I'm alright. Yeah.
Why have they showed them the diary room, but not the fucking discussion? What was the point in that?
Are you okay? What's wrong?
It's just Ash's face. I can't take Ash's face. I just feel so bad.
Right.
$7:33 p.m. Danielle and Ashley are talking about Matthew.
I don't think he'll go, Ashley.
Just hope his plan does not backfire on us. Because it went too smoothly. Far too smoothly. And I think it might.
I know, but the thing was, we could never have got Matthew on those three.
No, we couldn't. Never in a million years. But could we have tried a bit harder?
He won't go. I honestly think Matthew will be alright. I really do. My gut's saying he will.
Ash dealt with that better than I thought he was gonna.
Yeah.
So that's annoyed me.
Helen's feeling powerless.
Years, we know for 100% fact that you would have fought tooth and nail, and even when we were on that
You
screen.
just said you did not think about it.
No.
No, but
we did.
I know you've got no doubt at you. We knew straight away.
When we saw you on that screen, we knew it. We knew it.
We looked at each other just now.
Because that was because when people
We're
were
not talking about this anymore,
no, when people were
please.
answering the questions.
I feel bad about
I
it.
do feel bad though.
Oh, you're daft. What's up with you?
Start going in a minute.
Because of how you just put it, and that's what I was arguing with everyone about.
Don't worry about it.
very touching. But when you kind of look at the dynamics and how other people are interacting,
You're not putting me to
No, I know I'm not. But
In the day, Helen, I knew you would have tried best. That's all it
I
matters.
went through to every single person in this
Don't get
room
upset. It's not down to you, was it? You know what I mean? There was 5
no,
of
it
you.
was a vote. They didn't give us any choice
Don't
last
get
minute.
upset.
Like Kim was basically saying exactly the same as me, but it was totally outnumbered.
I know, but don't get upset about it.
I
tried so hard not to lose my rag because I thought if he actually watches me back stressing out, he'll go, that's why they've not fucking booked me through.
Sure.
No, because I stayed like so calm about it all, didn't
You really
I, Kim?
did, you really did.
And it was so
I was
hard,
impressed.
but it was literally at the end of
The last
me
2
and Kim.
minutes, it was just
It
like...
was like our voices just went invisible. You were the last one to go up and it all went silent and then Charlie went, Helen, where do you want to start? And I thought, okay. So I did and then...
She had the most to say and everyone knew that.
Yeah.
You've made that. You've got some people in here.
She had loads to say.
Of course she did. Come here.
Oh, I can't believe I'm cuddling.
What?
I can't believe I'm cuddling.
You always cuddle.
For example, conversation that me and Ash had today.
8:06 p.m. Mark is talking to Big Brother.
I don't feel safe at all, and I've been for the fucking first time in my life. I've said to everybody in this house, the one thing you should never ever do is put somebody up for nomination just because you think that they're popular and they're gonna make it to the fucking final. It's week 3. How can anybody say I'm gonna make it to the final in week 3? Like, really? I've been an scapegoat. I have become an scapegoat and I'm absolutely gutted. I have never been an scapegoat in my life. I don't even like fucking animals.
Danielle and Ashley are in bed.
It's a horrible situation to be in. You're
How are
right.
you two feeling? You
So
alright?
drained.
Too bad, I'm
honestly.
exhausted. I just fell asleep there for a
It
minute.
killed you off all this
Oh,
decision
yeah.
making.
It's just so stressful, like the emotional.
Yeah.
And like I know no matter what, like what happens on Friday, I'm going to be upset. Even if it is somebody I don't really speak to, because I'm going to feel like it's partly my fault that they're gone.
You can't think that though, because at the end of the day, it's not your fault, it's Big Brother's fault, you know what I mean? They put all the guys up and then they gave you the chance to save certain people. If anything, you've actually saved people from eviction. You haven't put people up.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be looking at like the negative side of it, when really you should be looking at the point that you've actually saved people.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. Don't let it kill you off.
I know.
Tomorrow it's a new day.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright.
Okay, okay. See you soon.
Still want them gone.
Coming up, Mark's fuming.
This is my worst ever.
And Ashley's feeling smug.
I feel like I've made some sort of evil plan and it came together. Like you have no idea how that feels. It's so weird.
$9:58 p.m.
No.
Mark and Ash are surveying the scene.
If you go, I'm gonna be fucking gutted. I'm probably gonna cry. Winston, I'm gonna be gutted. Christopher, I bicker with him, but I'm really close to him. Matthew, I'll probably fucking hang myself. And then me, I'm losing all ears. There's no comfort in this for me at all. Whatever happens on Friday, it's not right. You had the.
I've been up for 3 weeks in a row. Last week I got absolutely bit. I got the.
You were here by the skin of your teeth last week, Ash.
Skin of my teeth. And I've been left.
I would rather you be saved over me just for that fact, just to give you the fucking break. Oh, Ash, I can't get angry because I've got no right to be angry when I'm fucking fuming. And I've got no right to be because I know they've made difficult decisions and I'm not going to question them. But I don't
I
want
know
to
when I
see
look
my
at it,
face
I
up
should be
against your
fucking-
face, up against Matthew's face,
Uh-huh.
up against Christopher and fucking Winston's. This is my worst ever. This is my worst.
When I look at it, I know I should be absolutely well angry. the whole situation. I can't believe what's happened.
This has fucked my week up.
But don't let it get to
I'm going to try really hard, but you've seen the way I react to things, Ash.
I'm not letting it get
You've
to
seen the
me.
way I react to things, and this, to see my face
I honestly
in pink,
can't believe what's
your
happened
face is
there.
pink, Matthew's face is pink, Christopher's is pink, everyone's pink. Pink isn't even my fucking colour, and I've got to look at myself in pink all week. Pink is not my colour, and I've got to look at that till Friday.
I fucking hate pink.
Matthew's reflecting on his chances of leaving.
I knew I was going to be up for nomination all along. It just depended really on who was up with me. And I am nervous. I don't want to go. I think that it will come down between Ash and I. He's the only person up who has had a negative reception in the past. But I think that, you know, Ash had a bad week. He called someone a maggot, okay, boo-hoo, whatever. Came across like a bit of a twat, but he's not a bad person. I think people will let go of that. I, on the other hand, I'm extremely opinionated. I say things I don't always mean. I rant and rave, I bitch, I'm miserable, I'm grumpy. And I look down at people. And I can be very pretentious, and people don't like it. So I think people will vote me out. I don't want to go. I don't want to go when people like Marlon, who doesn't even know who he is walking around this house, looking at himself in the mirror, rubbing his nipples up and down. It makes me sick, to be honest. Whatever. I feel like I'm just waiting for the inevitable right now.
(11:12 p.m. Ash and Helen are in bed.
Where the fuck was Kim in all this?
Doesn't say enough. Don't say enough for someone
Sounds
who's
like she didn't say anything.
It's not like studied fucking debate. Oh, I don't know
She bloody say
I don't know what she
anything.
debated. She didn't say enough, in my opinion, and that's what I said. I went, oh, what's out? And she was like, no. She said, are you okay? And I said, well, look okay. And Kim was like, Helen, we had to make the decision. I went, not enough was said in that room for my fucking liking. I may as well just be smashing my head against the fucking brick wall.
I only say this because if I get evicted on Friday, you start crying, I'll crumble. I can't be arsed crying.
I won't do that. I'll
You
just go
better
off
not.
on my own.
See what he was saying about it.
I don't like the feeling of guilt.
Ashley is in the diary room.
I said when we started this, like in the diary room, and I also told Danielle that Ash will not be taken off that board and he will still be up for eviction this Friday. I think Helen, as long as she got Ash down, she probably wouldn't have cared about the other two. So I'm just really proud of myself that I just didn't let her take over and speak over everybody and force her opinion on everybody. And I think she sat here miserable whilst we delivered the news of who we saved because she realised she didn't get her way. I'm quite pleased with that. So I just really hope the public see how much of an asshole Ash is and whether he's going to redeem himself and have a good week. It's all fake.
In a way, do you feel like you masterminded the outcome with the
Yeah.
nominations?
I really do. Like, you've no idea. Like, I've never done anything like that before. I've never actually, like, sat down and made... I, like, feel like I've made some sort of evil plan and it came together. Like, you've no idea how that feels. It's so weird. I don't particularly like it, but I do find it funny that I was able to do it. I just hope it works now.
This week, Ash, Christopher, Mark, Matthew and Winston all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Ash, add 01. For Christopher, add 04. For Mark, add 09. For Matthew,